Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of Supreme Rule Ultimate Roman Restoration. And in previous episode we managed to take over the Spanish North Africa, or Spanish Morocco technically speaking, and we did also win or conquer Valencia. We are now moving a bit further south here, one town at a time. We also have some troops over here that are ready to attack on the next area. Or rather, towards Madrid, and if we can... Let's see, the military approval rating is still 31%. It was... I think it was, yeah, 31% earlier, the lowest point. Then they gained a bit more. Okay, they are attacking us. On the other hand, that is not too hard to take out, because it's not close quarters combat, so even the tanks can take out the garrisons. Send the special forces down there in the meanwhile. We do need to set up a bit more research by the looks of it. Doesn't seem to be a huge amount of extremely good designs available to us in most areas anyway. Get that one. So Burgos is going to fall soon enough. These troops are probably good enough to move up and take out the industrial area there. It's not a huge garrison anyway. Okay, 5 and... well, actually 4 garrisons and 1 infantry. I wonder, do we have a bit more troops available? We do have another special forces down here, so we'll send it to Barcelona first and later on elsewhere. Also a bit more special forces down here. Do the same with those. Right, so we should be fairly close to Madrid already. We can probably send these troops to go around there. The tanks can stay here for the time being. We can send these special forces a bit further west to the next group of towns. And let's see, over here, special forces. I'm going to move down there first just to make sure that we capture that, and then we can go in there and fight 2 garrisons at once. Also move in the artillery a little bit closer. Now there's a fair bit of infantry scattered around here, but the infantry is not very tough, so to speak. Let's make sure that we move our navy around here. Now, there would be some stuff over here that we could take out. Okay, so the Belgian and Dutch colonies are starting to ally each other. I mean, I suppose it does make sense. Let's get over there. This group will probably take out the garrisons over there and capture that town, and maybe start clearing out a bit more over here while this group clears out the naval production near Cartagena as well as some other places. They have artillery there, but if we move up quickly, we should be able to... oh, there was some enemies in there. Well, I mean, the close quarters combat is our specialty anyway. Take out Elda over there in the meanwhile. Murcia is... Okay, they lost the artillery over there already, and... I'm actually going to lower the amount of military goods that we are selling whenever we are producing extra to 20%. Oh, there seems to be some ships around there. Also, let's send our artillery within reach of all that. There we go, that's quite a bit into... That has been taken out already. We've got this group that can probably start moving towards Madrid as well. Right, I wonder, do we have enough to actually take out the research center there? I'm not sure about that. We do have the special forces around here that can probably move over there and take out the village, then return and take out the research center here. Now these, do we have... We have barely any supply here, so we're just gonna wait a little bit longer, I suppose. Industrial goods demand is roughly met. It's not quite, but almost, and we are building a bit more oil or gas fields over here. So we should get our petroleum production a bit higher still. I mean, it's not bad per se, although we do kind of need more. Right, Romania. How about you give us some oil again? I'll give you some money. How about that? Okay, so they got artillery over there. We're gonna have to do assault on a lot of places at once, I think, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit, and we're gonna save up some military goods in the meanwhile. The supply is already 7%. If we wait a few more days over there, we should be fine. In the meanwhile, make sure that we capture these towns here. Let's get artillery over here at least. Once we have that, we can move it over there. So it's going to be within reach of Cartagena. And let's have a look. They do have a decent... Oh, and we are now getting the oil. Excellent, so we didn't run out this time, and our production is, we are technically the second largest producer, but we're also a fairly large consumer of oil. I mean, it would be possible for us to expand the productions over here a little bit. I mean, the supplies are rather good already. It's 80% on most of these. We might be able to increase that a tiny bit, but it's starting to get a bit diminishing returns here. If we try to go too far, I'll send one of these over there. Research breakthrough. Scintillation. Something, something. Science, okay. Research reactors, It's expensive as all hell, but I suppose I can take that. Right, let's move back on the road there, and yeah, over here we'll be circling Madrid for the time being. They are getting some of their military support back in the meanwhile. Move the artillery over there. Actually move up there so we can help take out that one real quick and then take one place at a time. We could also attack from this side, but at the same time I think if we take this, this and this, then we can go over there. Then maybe go for the airfield. Let me go quickly capture that. Although I don't think we actually have to, but for good measure. Okay, we already captured that with this group. There's a few ships here, mostly transports, which are not lasting long. Have we managed to get any of the new reinforcements? For the most part, no. We've got a little bit supply trucks available, but that's about it. How's the situation here? We've got 15% supplies, that should be plenty to get into the next town. Push out the enemies from their positions. Right, let's get into the town, destroy the garrison. In the port itself. Check out that one. Oh, right, we got some planes over here as well, excellent. And, oh god, those garrisons did not last for long. I mean, I don't mind that they are dying quickly. I mean, how... Okay, 34.5%, so their support is going up still. A little bit, at least. Now, in the meanwhile, Raven... I'll have to send you down there. And over here we've captured everything that we can, by the looks of it. I mean, there seems to be a little bit around here. Which means that they probably have some troops down there. Let's send in some troops that way. Sabotage report. Well, that's a bummer. We should probably actually... Hold on, can we... increase the espionage funding a little bit? That might help catching the enemy spies. I mean, we could also send in some other stuff if we really need to. Okay, so is that is a military complex. Interesting. First, we're gonna go and take out the village here. This group can take out the next village over. Let's move in the navy over here as well, near the naval production. Because that's a place where we can technically repair them if we need to. And frankly, we might need to. At least some of them. Shouldn't take forever to do that. Okay, the garrisons are down. You need to actually do the repair stuff in there, instead of just standing there. Right, so we captured these towns. Oh, well, the first of them. We can probably capture the other two rather easily. Then push all the way over there to the northwest corner of Spain. Did we capture any barracks? Oh, there's one in Valencia, and we have one of the most special forces down here. Not that far away from Granada. I mean, there's still quite a few places to capture before we get there, but that would be, I suppose, geographically a useful place to have, or a useful region to have at least. There we go, we can capture that. I think we're going to have to use the artillery over here to help this other group. I mean, this one has the naval artillery, let's put it that way. Nicaragua and Germany have sign a ceasefire. Okay, with the artillery support there, things are looking okay. Do we have a bit more troops available somewhere? Got a lot of artillery in here. Right, so we captured that. I think I'm going to send you back for repairs as well. Shouldn't take too long. Now, how is the military support? 32.5. Not great, not terrible. In terms of getting them to surrender. I think if we take Madrid in rapid succession with some other places, then they might surrender. Let's move a little bit closer with our troops here. Get in position. Into launching a grand offensive against Madrid. But for that we do need a bit more troops here, and while we do have a fair bit of them, it's going to be tricky coordinating all the attacks to be as effective as possible. We may need to send this one for repairs. We do have another special forces over here that we can probably send down here as a replacement. Move up there first, and then we'll take out that small village. Maybe even that one, and then turn north here to approach from Madrid from the south. The artillery over there, we'll probably move this artillery to help on that side. We do have more artillery down here, which honestly we should probably move down here, along the northern coast. Now, are we still... Yeah, I don't think we need to support the opposition anymore. That's going to save us a little bit of money, and what we might do is start supporting the opposition in Portugal. Well, that seems to be even more expensive. Maybe we'll... You know what, we're going to do that anyway. Right, so we have a tiny bit of extra military goods here. Also selling a little bit of the... not industrial, military goods. To get ourselves a little bit more money, because having money is nice. I mean, we are also making, or can make, a lot of money by selling Germans some technology. There's only 5 of these. At the same time, we do have rather strong naval bombardment capabilities there. Plus, we do have this one. Right, how is Raven doing? Did capture that. Let me see if I can make sure that the supplies along the sea lines here are kept open. Not to mention... I am going to build a sea pier over there. Because that's going to help in gaining control over... I mean, basically one thing that I can do is just make sure that I gain control over the coastline here with our troops, and make sure that supplies spread there, and then we can be supplied from the water, basically. Right, in the meanwhile, troops are gathering up. Over there, we did capture this. Move down there, move the artillery down here so it is within reach of that area there. And did we didn't actually get any more special forces down there, at least. We have a lot of anti-tank guns here, which are not necessarily the best weaponry against Madrid or anything like that, but they will do the job one way or another. Oh, hello. They actually expect to win that fight. And there we go. It's dead now. Okay, that marine needs to be sent for repairs. The rest of you... Alright, so we did capture that. Do we have... we got 18% supplies. Not sure if it would be enough to get over there. I mean, what I could do is I could capture this area. I'm not sure if I need to go all the way there anyway. Get the special forces down here, and we can start moving this group of units a little bit closer to Madrid. We can probably take out that one first, and then that one at the same time start attacking on this side. But first we got a decent bit of military goods. I'm going to lower that to 10% right now, so that we can build up a stockpile, at least in theory. Alright, send these over here. Get the artillery a little bit closer to the airfield. There we go. Doing a decent job here. There is a barracks with a lot of troops there, but I think we will be able to take them out. At the same time, how bad is their... okay, military approval rating is back to 38, or 34.8, not 38. You know what, I think it's time to start attacking the enemy here. Move up a little bit here. Okay, the garrisons in the research facility are going down rather quickly. There we go, a little bit artillery bombardment there, and the enemy artillery is... I'd say scared. They're moving into another airfield, probably over there. Some of which is getting shot down, not all of it, but some of it. Well, most of it anyway. Right, let's get in there. These troops need a little bit more supplies. Get our artillery within reach of the enemies. Accidentally picked one of the interceptors there. That was my bad. Right, let's gather up there, and we've already taken about a third of Madrid area. Move up there, we can move these over there as well. We can grab these. Should already be on their way, to be fair. Get this sort of artillery a little bit closer, so they can also bombard Madrid. One by one, the garrisons are falling. Get in there as soon as we can. There's a lot of garrisons in Madrid, which is to be expected, to be fair. It is a capital area anyway. 33.4. I suppose it is going down a tiny bit. Pull back that special forces. Unit down there, we lost. One of the single letters here, I think. Or was it? Might have been there. But anyway, we lost it somewhere. That's what matters. We lost another one. It must have been there. This is not. That's not a good place. We're gonna have to pull back. But at least we are still pushing into Madrid. Two more garrisons remaining, and we are going to push in as soon as we can. Just to keep the pressure on.
We took their capital.
Indeed we did. How much? 1.3 million. Okay, they went very rich by the looks of it. Right, so we'll keep these shooting anything that is trying to approach from the road. We can move in the artillery group there. I think they've run out of military goods already, but we are unfortunately out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.